Welcome back to Warzone Morloc 40k. Brother Patrick, Brother David of High Fleet Viennetta fame and Beard Oil fame from the Babu Cafe, no less. We're back with another Warhammer 40,000 battle report featuring brand new Tau versus the Death Guard, which feature heavily inside the greater good.
Yeah, it says all about Death Guard in here, but it's got no rules for it or anything like
Why
that.
would you put rules? Death Guard rules?
Come on, Games Workshop.
Why would you
Death
bother?
Guard rules.
Pull your finger out. Idiots.
Killing me.
Right, either way, it's got the brand new Commander, what's her name?
Shadowsun.
Shadowsun.
Yep.
She's thick.
You'd have painted though.
Oh, thanks. I did it in an afternoon, no less. And we've got Dave's Death Guard. Who is your HQ today? Who are you playing as?
My HQ?
Yeah.
It's a Chaos Lord, actually.
Is that you? Chaos Lord Dave.
Oh, I see. You want a name?
Yeah. We're all about the narrative. Who's going to take on Thick Girl?
Sludgy McSlopface.
Sludgy McSlopface, and that's as good as any. And what mission are we playing today, Dave?
We're going to play a Maelstrom of War Ambitious Surge.
Tell me about Ambitious Surge.
Well, it's you use the tactical cards. We've got 6 objective markers. And it's the new rules from Chapter Approved 2019, so we are picking out, I think it's 18 cards. That's in your hand.
Oh,
yeah, so it's a bit different to how we've played it before.
We like
haven't
it in
played
the
one of these
hand.
for a while, but
18 cards is a lot of cards, is it not?
well, it's less than the whole pack.
It's less than the whole pack. It's not a lot of cards. I don't play Maelstrom, so don't know if you can tell.
I haven't played Maelstrom either in a long time. I'm looking forward to it.
But where have you played recently, Pat?
Bad Moon Cafe.
Oh, the Bad Moon Cafe.
There's some events coming up actually.
Talk to me about the Bad Moon Cafe's upcoming events.
Well, there's the Rumble at the end of the month on March 28th.
Yes.
Which is the 40k tournament, 2,000 points, 3 games in a day, winner takes all, glory, everything.
How much is that?
£25, yeah.
Bargain. Get yourself down
You
there.
need a drink.
You get a drink as well, no less. A flat white or an alcoholic beverage?
But what I'm really looking forward to is the Grand Tournament, which is on July 4th.
July 4th is the big one.
2-day event. Sorts the men from the boys, that.
You reckon
That's
you
the
fancy?
deal.
Pat fancies it. He smells blood. It's not my cup
There's
of
a
tea.
space, isn't there now? All the Iron Hand stuff's gone.
Yeah, Iron Hands. I've been sipping from the cup of sweet Iron Hands tears, and it's delicious.
I think
They're
that
bitter.
Bitter and delicious.
Bitter and salty.
Metallic. But it's made me so happy that they are so miserable.
Then there's a
And
Killzone.
if you don't like that, you're one of them.
There's a Killzone tournament on May 10th as well coming up, and War in the Mortal Realms, which is the Sigmar one, on March 21st.
Oh yeah, whatever. Yeah, we're not worried about that.
People play that, you know.
Apparently. But who cares about Age of Sigmar, because we're playing Warhammer 40,000, 2,000 points, Maelstrom mission, Tau versus Death Guard. Gentlemen, who do you think is going to win it? Early doors?
It's got to be Festering Onslaught. I've got to go.
The Festering Onslaught.
Go for myself.
What's the name of
no
the
one else
HQ?
will.
Sloppity McSlopface.
Yeah.
Sludgy McSlopface.
Sludgy McSlopface.
I'm not losing to that.
Yeah.
Not losing
Sludgy
to
McSludgeface
Sludgeface.
versus Thick Girl. 2,000 points. Before we carry on, Dave's going to tell a terrible joke that's going to ruin our day. And
Right.
yours.
Why did Commander Shadowsun get banned from the swimming baths?
I don't know, Dave. Why did she get banned from the swimming baths?
Because she insisted on using her new Ghost Kill Tau technology.
Oh my god.
Which of course goes invisible.
It does make sense.
Now it makes
as
sense.
A joke.
If you don't know the towel, that's just absolute nonsense. But an invisible towel would show everything. And she's thick.
You worked it out!
She's thick. 2,000 points, battle report, thank God. Coming up next. Let's do it.
This is my 2,000 points exactly of Tau. I've got 2 battalions and a Vanguard detachment on the side. Starting off the first detachment, I have Shadowsun, the new model with the 2 high energy fusion. I'm trying to do something here, Bill. Okay, be professional.
She's thick.
2 high energy fusion blasters, and then my Warlord, which is the Ethereal next to her, who has the Warlord trait through Unity Devastation. Making up the troops choices there, I have 3 units, or 3 strike teams, with the leader in each having a marker light. Moving on to the elites, I've got the big Riptide at the back. Instead of taking a relic on the ethereal, I've taken the new prototype weapon, which is the Amplified Ion Accelerator. He's got 2 smart missile systems, advanced targeting systems, and target lock as well. Then I've got the stealth battle suits at the front, the small ones. They've all got burst cannons. And then the Ghost Keel behind with 2 fusion blasters and the cyclic ion raker with the stealth drones, with shield generator and target lock. And then I've got my broadsides over here, the missile sides, 3 of those. And that's the end of the first battalion. The second battalion over here on the left has the Kadra Fireblade in it, and then a XV8 Commander who I've paid 1 CP for an extra relic and 1 CP for a command point. So he's got triple fusion blaster, Precision of the Hunter, which is rerolling 1s to wound against monsters and vehicles, and then Vectored Maneuvering Thrusters, which means he can move after shooting. He's also got shield. Troops choices as part of that battalion is 3 units of Fire Warriors. Lastly, I've got 3 units of... I've just lumped all the drones together there because it's so boring, but 2 6-man units and a 7-man unit. And the Vanguard over here, got Dark Strider and 3 Firesight Marksmen. They're all Tau set.
Okay, so this is 2,000 points of the Festering Onslaught. I'm going to start with Battalion. So the HQ choices are Typhus. He's got Psychic Powers, Blaze of Putrefaction and Putrescent Vitality. And next to him is the Malignant Plague Caster. They're my HQ choices for the battalion, with 19 Poxwalkers, another squad of 10 Poxwalkers just on the left, and behind those guys is a unit of 8 Plague Marines there. So I've got 3 plasma guns, including the champion, who's also got a power fist, and the rest have all got bolt guns. Also in the battalion is a unit of 3 Death Shroud Terminators. The champion at the front there, he's got 2 Plague Spurt Gauntlets. And at the back we've got 2 Hellbrutes. One is kitted out with a twin las cannon, Hellbrute Fist and Combi Bolter. And the one on the right with the massive bell has got 2 Hellbrute Fists, each with a heavy flamer. And next to those guys is a Fetid Bloat Drone with 2 Plague Spewers. Next up is my Spearhead detachment. So I'll start with my Warlord, the Chaos Lord. He's got the relic, the Fulgaris Helm, which increases his aura. He's also got the Arch Contaminator Warlord trait, and he's looking after 3 Plague Burst Crawlers, all kitted out the same with twin Plague Spewers, Rock Howl Volley Guns, and the Plague Burst Mortar on the top. And finally, I've got my Vanguard detachment. So this is the Demon Prince. He's got the Suppurating Plate relic, and he's got the Psychic Power Miasma of Pestilence and 2 Malefic Talons. He's also got wings represented by the Jump Pack, and in front of him are 3 separate units of Foul Blight Spawns. So that's it, 2,000 points. So the armies have deployed. We have 6 objective markers, starting down in this corner. Objective number 1. In the gate, objective number 2. Behind that gun there is objective number 4. We have on this side objective number 5 by the generator.
3's behind here.
3
somewhere behind. Under all of that.
And on the opposite side is number 6, down under the Poxwalkers. So the Festering Onslaught won the roll-off and chose to be the attackers, and in so starting the first turn. So deployment as follows: a unit of Plague Marines in the castle, backed up by the Demon Prince with his rerolls, a Plague Burst Crawler and a Foul Blight Spawn. Poxwalkers sitting on objective 6 in case that comes up. And down the middle of the board we've got another Plague Burst Crawler, Hellbrute with twin las cannon, Foul Blight Spawn, and the other Hellbrute there with the fists and flamers. Next to those guys is the Chaos Lord and my Warlord. And sitting behind this one all neatly is the Poxwalkers with Typhus, the Malignant Plaguecaster, another Foul Blight Spawn. Hiding behind the wall on this side, the Fetid Bloat Drone. Pat, do you want to take us through your tower?
Yeah, I've counter-deployed as best as possible, trying to avoid line of sight, hiding the drone, staying out of threat ranges. But like always, you can't hide everything. So I've got my Fire Warriors out the front, broadsides behind, stealth suits over here, riptide over here. Behind, this was my best line of sight blocking terrain. So I've put all of the drones, the 3 units here. That's the 7, 7 and 6.
Yep.
Then over this side I've got the Ghost Keel with his 2 stealth drones behind, the Crisis Suits behind there, and again Fire Warriors over here with Shadowsun in the middle. And then I've got my XV8 Commander who's going to be in the Manta Ray, the big Manta spaceship coming down from turn 2 hopefully.
He's waiting his turn.
Yeah.
And on that note, I should also say my Death Shroud Terminators are in reserve as well. We'll be teleporting in, maybe on turn 2. It's your chance to seize the initiative.
So I'm not going to bother.
You're going to deny the chance?
Yeah, I'm not going to take it because I think it ruins the game, so we're just going to go for Dave's first turn.
Okay.
But here's the nice Bad Moon dice anyway.
Oh, very nice.
Very nice.
Bad Moon Cat. Pat, good luck.
Yeah, good luck, man. Enjoy.
Yep. So we start with the Festering Onslaught, turn 1. Okay, so Festering Onslaught, tactical objective cards I've put on the table are Supremacy, which is D3 victory points for controlling 3 objective markers. Disgusting Devotions, which is successfully rolling at least 7 disgustingly resilient rolls, which I can't do until Pat's turn. And the last one is Death Begets Life. So this is where you kill 7 models, you get a point, and you get a further point for every 7 you kill thereafter. So with those 3 in mind, Pat has picked
Disgusting Devotions.
Disgusting Devotions as the one in the Mission Rules Ambitious Surge to be the one that is worth an extra point. So obviously I can't score that until Pat's turn. So
Well, it's really annoying when people make disgusting resilient saves, so now it's doubly annoying because he gets bonus points for it.
so if I do what I do well, I'll get a victory point for it, which is nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so Fetid Bloat Drone advanced on number 2, giving me the 3rd objective marker. Poxwalkers have moved up. I've left this Plague Burst Crawler where it is, so he gets the it doesn't get the hurt from the -1 to hit in trying to achieve Death Begets Life. So he's got full use of his mortar. This one has moved up, along with the Hell Brute, the Foul Blight Spawn, and the Hell Brute with the fists. We're trying to get a sight on those guys down there to try and achieve that objective. And down on this side, the Foul Blight Spawn's moved up, but everything else has stayed where it is. Again, trying to make best use of the 4+ to hit on the Plague Burst Crawler. So, we get straight into Psychic Phase. Okay, so Festering Onslaught, tactical objective cards I've put on the table are Supremacy, which is D3 victory points for controlling 3 objective markers. Disgusting Devotions, which is successfully rolling at least 7 disgustingly resilient rolls, which I can't do until Pat's turn. And the last one is Death Begets Life. So this is where you kill 7 models, you get a point, and you get a further point for every 7 you kill thereafter. So with those 3 in mind, Pat has picked
Disgusting Devotions.
Disgusting Devotions as the one in the Mission Rules Ambitious Surge to be the one that is worth an extra point. So obviously I can't score that until Pat's turn. So
Well, it's really annoying when people make disgusting resilient saves, so now it's doubly annoying because he gets bonus points for it.
so if I do what I do well, I'll get a victory point for it, which is nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so Fetid Bloat Drone advanced on number 2, giving me the 3rd objective marker. Poxwalkers have moved up. I've left this Plague Burst Crawler where it is, so he gets the it doesn't get the hurt from the -1 to hit in trying to achieve Death Begets Life. So he's got full use of his mortar. This one has moved up, along with the Hellbrute, the Foulblight Spawn, and the Hellbrute with the fists. We're trying to get a sight on those guys down there to try and achieve that objective. And down on this side, the Foulblight Spawn's moved up, but everything else has stayed where it is. Again, trying to make best use of the 4+ to hit on the Plague Burst Crawler. So, we get straight into Psychic phase. So, the Malignant Plaguecaster is going to cast Miasma of Pestilence on the Fetid Bloat Drone. So, walk charge value is 6 to go off. Goes off with a 10, strong. So he's now -1 to hit. Second power to cast is Putrescent Vitality from Typhus. And I'm going to cast that on the Poxwalkers. So this goes off on a 6 again, and it gives them +1 strength and toughness. So it goes off with a 7. So those guys with Typhus's buff are now toughness and strength 5. So
I hate that so
hard
much.
to shift.
It really upsets me now. We got next.
That's it. That's the only things in range and worth casting.
Demon Prince, nothing?
No, he's only got Miasma of Pestilence and Smite. So.
Okay.
So I'm going to start in the shooting phase now with the Hellbrute with the Twin Las Cannon. The only thing you can see are those Fire Warriors there. You'll just about see them around the corner. So I'm going to start with the Twin Las Cannon on the Fire Warrior. Thank you very much. Hitting on 3s. 2 strong hits. Wounding on 2s, presumably.
Yeah, they're only toughness 3.
-1.
1, AP -3.
-3.
Yep, so I used 2 command points, dropped me down to 10 for prepared position, so it's just a 6-up save now. No, that's the first Fire Warrior destroyed. Which one was it? The front rank?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, we're going to count up the models here because he needs to kill 7 to get a point. So,
Yep.
Combi Bolter.
Combi Bolter, 4 shots, 3s to hit. That's 3 hits. Now looking for 3s to wound.
There's a 4 over here.
So there's a 4 and a 3, so that's
2 wounds.
2 saves, yeah.
With prepared positions, +1, so 3 up saves just to keep them alive. They're okay.
They're okay.
And what's next?
Next up, I'm going to declare the Rockhound Volley Gun.
Yep.
And the Plague Burst Mortar at the same unit. So trying to get these 7.
Yep.
So I'll go with the Rockhound Volley Gun first, which is 3 shots. Now he's moved, so he's hitting on 5s, re-rolling 1s because of the Chaos Lord.
He's just behind that big plasma
Just
gun.
behind, well, that's useful. 2 1s there. 3 and a 5.
Got 1 hit.
1 hit. That's a strength 6, so looking for 2s.
Okay.
Next wound, AP -2.
So a 5-up save there with prepared positions. Passes.
Nice.
Now onto the mortar. D6
Yep.
shots.
D6 shots for 4. Hitting on 5s now because he moved. Rerolling the 1. That's 2 hits.
These dice go flying.
Well, they do, don't they?
Tiny little dice.
It's a strength 8 weapon, so 2s to wound. Rerolling 1s because it's a plague weapon. So that's
2 wounds.
Yeah, I think that's 5 ups.
Yeah. 2 more go down. Okay. That's the end of that. Next Plague Burst Crawler.
Yep.
Same again.
Same again.
Okay.
Rockhound Volley Gun won't be in range.
So just the mortar.
Will.
You get those last 2 guys off.
I suppose it's an extra victory point, isn't it, if I can get rid of them?
Yeah.
It'd be a shame to waste the D6, but let's see what we roll. So, yeah, on the first unit again, looking to wipe them out. So D6 shots for 5. So this time I'm hitting on 4s because he hasn't moved. Rerolling 1s. That's 2 hits.
2s.
2s to wound, 2 wounds, 5 ups, Pat. Makes 1.
1 more survives. 1 left. Any more shooting over this side?
No, that's it for that side. So over here,
Is he going to finish off the last guy?
if I want that victory point,
You've got to start on another unit.
I've got to start on a unit, but if I take out 1 guy, it's worth 1 point, isn't it?
Yeah, for first strike. D6 shots.
Number of shots, 4, 2. Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. That is a 1. So that's 2 hits.
Yep.
They do go everywhere.
2's the wound. Double wound. 5's for first strike.
Ah!
Yeah, it's alive.
Mental.
Anything else to shoot?
There is nothing else in range.
Okay.
Yep, so that's the
End of the shooting phase.
That's the end of the shooting. Okay, so there's nothing that can charge, so we're going straight into morale phase.
Their leadership's 7 because they're not close enough to the ethereal. It's just the sergeant left. I'm debating whether to spend 2 command points to keep him alive to deny Dave first strike, but I think that's evil.
You just watched me put 3 Plague Burst Crawlers into killing off 4 Fire Warriors. So.
In ITC maybe, but on a narrative no. I'll roll. So on a 4, 5, 6, the last guy goes. No, he stays anyway.
He's brave enough. Okay, so at the end of my turn, I've scored out of my 3 objective cards there. I haven't got Death Begets Life, but I have got Supremacy for having the 3 objectives. One there, and one held by the Fetid Bloke Drone. So that's D3 victory points. For 1. Of course it is. Classic.
It's a slow start from the Death Guard. They're a slow army. They build into it, don't they, Dave? They build into it.
We'll get there.
They get there in the end.
Yeah, right. Okay, so now
1-0.
it's the end of my turn. You have 1 victory point to nothing. On to Tau, turn 1.
So I've picked 3 objectives. One's a mystery. One's patient hunter. Score 1 victory point if 1 or more enemy units were slain by a unit from your army that was in your deployment zone. Seeing as I'm Tau, everything's in my deployment zone.
Yeah.
And then secure objective 3, which is at the back in my deployment zone as well. Which one do you want to give me an extra point for?
Oh, well, I feel like you're setting me up for the mystery one.
Yeah.
But the other ones you've got in the bag, haven't you?
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to go for the mystery one. Pat,
Okay.
You played me.
Extra point on that. At the start of my turn, my ethereal declared Sense of Stone. He's just in the back over here. So everything within 6 inches. Fim has a 6+ feel no pain at the moment.
Classic Pat Castle.
Yeah. Classic Tau Castle. Shadowsun's declared Kaoyun, which means any units that haven't moved nearby her can reroll all hits, which is the broadside unit, the firesight marksman, and the riptide. In terms of moving, the drones have stayed still, and then over here the fire warriors have moved up, the 2 full units. They're rapid fire range here, and then the stealth suits have moved up behind them, and the ghost kills moved over from this side over to here to get in range of the Plague Burst Crawler as well. No movement over here, apart from these crisis suits moved up a tiny bit. And that is the end of the movement phase.
Okay, into Tau, turn 1 shooting.
We're going to spend my first command point. It's from a strategy from the new Psychic Awakening, which is really good. It just gives you 1 marker light straight away for 1 command point. So I'm going to put that on the Plague Burst Crawler here, dropping me down to 9 command points.
Okay. New stratagem for the
New
Tau.
stratagem. Aerial targeting. Aircraft pilots sweep over the battlefield, identifying prime targets for destruction.
Where are they?
This is the 5th sphere expansion, by the way, so just in case you know, we're expanding into Death Guard space, and we're trying to colonise new planets, bring the greater good to everyone.
Well, you can keep your greater good. The Garden of Nurgle
It's not really very nice.
does not require it.
Okay, so first thing I'm going to shoot is the remaining sergeant from the Fire Warriors team. He hasn't moved, so he's going to fire his marker light into the Plague Burst Crawler. So 4, re-rolling any 1s. 4, so up to 2 marker lights.
Ooh.
Next, I am going to shoot this squad here, starting with the sergeant or Shazve, who is going to shoot his marker light into there first. A 4 again. Yep, so that is 3 marker lights now.
Scary. Okay.
And then
Does
I've
the rest of the
got
unit
the rest
fire?
of the unit has to fire at the same time, which is a mistake I made on the last Tau Battle Report.
Well, we live and learn. Here
If you
comes.
don't learn, what's the point? Every day's a school day, Dave.
Every day's a school day. So
Uh,
what are you looking for now?
4s, re-rolling 1s.
Oh, Pat, look at that.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Didn't even need your marker light.
But it's only strength 4 against toughness 7 or 6.
Toughness is 8 on the Plague Burst Crawler. So
wow, so I didn't know that. 6 is 2 wound here. 2, and it's no AP on that actually.
So I've got a 3+ save to make, of which I fail 1.
And a Disgusting Resilient?
Disgusting Resilient, 5+.
Excellent.
Yes!
Excellent.
And that goes towards one of my 7
Yeah,
for
nice.
my objective. So, keep shooting me with your little guns.
Okay, the next rank is going to do exactly the same. Move them up. We'll do the Marker Light first. On a 4, re-rolling once. Doesn't get it that time. And then the Pulse Rifles, I don't know.
Oh, look at
re-roll that one.
His boys are heavy today, that's right, it's a 6. There's 2 misses, these guys
no
are
re-rolls.
up for it.
And then 6s again there. Just 1, no AP.
1 6, looking for a 3+ for my Plague Burst Crawler. Makes it.
Fine. No wounds taken in the Plague Burst Crawler, annoyingly. I should have done this straight after I fired the last Marker Light, but use the stratagem after an enemy unit has been hit by a Marker Light. Place D3 + 1 Marker Light counters next to that unit instead of only 1. So, sorry I didn't do it back then. But
Extra Marker Lights.
Yeah, D3 extra Marker Lights on him.
And remember...
For just the 1, going up to 4.
Okay.
I should have done that earlier.
4 Marker Lights on the Plague Burst Crawler.
Drop me down to 8. Next I'm going to shoot one of the Farsight Marksmen into the Plague Burst Crawler. He's just got a Marker Light, so he's got 3 to hit, re-rolling. And so that's the 5th Marker Light, bringing it up to 4 Marker Lights.
Right. So that means he's properly targeted now. So you've got +1 to
+1
your
to
hit
hit
rolls.
and re-rolling 1s for anything else that targets it.
Okay.
So I think Ghost Kill's going to shoot first. He's got his Cyclic Ion Raker overcharged
Plague Burst Crawler.
into the Plague Burst Crawler. So it's heavy 6, overcharged. Ignores moving and firing because of target lock. So hitting on 3s because of the +1 with the Marker Light. Re-rolling 1s. And 1s do mortal wounds to me. No, so that is 5 hits. Oh. It's only strength 8 against toughness 8. So I'm looking for 4s to wound.
4s now,
Yeah.
Oh,
so 4 wounds. And only AP -1 on that.
Oh, so I'm looking for 4 pluses. Oh.
Fails 1.
3. He's failed 1.
And it's D3 damage.
Okay.
For 2. 2
2.
Disgusting Resilience.
Come on, Nurgle. No, not this time. 2 wounds.
2 wounds. Time for another command point. Focus Fire from the original book. Use this stratagem after a Tau set unit from your army inflicts an unsaved wound on an enemy unit in the shooting phase. Add +1 to wound for any other Tau units that target the same enemy unit this phase. So +1 to wound against the Plague Burst Crawler. Drop me down to 5 now.
5 command points left. You're burning through them, Pat.
Yeah, I think I started on 12, didn't I? I had to spend 2 on prepared position, but +1 to wound. So broadsides, everything is going to go into the Plague Burst Crawler.
Oh, you're making a go of it for first strike.
Yeah, I've got to try and kill that thing, really.
And supposedly, whatever is your secret objective, which
Could
I
be
don't
anything.
know about.
Could be anything.
Could be anything.
Yeah.
I've got a whiff though.
Yeah. So
Possibly.
4 shots each with the high yield missile pots.
Okay.
Haven't moved. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling everything because of Carrion.
Look at that. You're rolling hot, Pat.
Okay. And
Just
then
2 misses.
it's only strength 7 against toughness 8. So 5s and 6s, but +1 to wound goes up to 4s.
Oh, for the 5th Marker Light.
Yeah. No, for the last stratagem I just played.
Okay. Yep. Sorry.
4s to wound. So yeah, that's giving me 3 extra wounds there. AP -2 on that.
Okay, so it goes
5
to
ups.
my 5 up.
Yep.
I've got a 5 up invuln on this demonic save anyway.
Yeah.
Here we go, looking for 5s. Oh, there's a couple.
2. So 4 go through, and that is 4d3. So 3, 9, 10. So 10 disgusting resilience.
That's enough to
probably
kill
get
it.
you a bonus point right now as well, though, won't you?
Yeah.
There's 10.
I've got to make them. Try and pick them up with my paw. Because the 5s and 6s, disgustingly resilient.
Makes 1.
Oh!
It's got 1 wound remaining.
1 wound left. Nasty.
Okay, so we shot the millions of missiles off camera, and it actually, we probably should have filmed it, but it did 12 wounds in the end, didn't it? Or 13, was it?
It did a lot, and then 3 got through to disgustingly resilient, I think, and then I saved all 3 of disgustingly resilient somehow. It was beautiful. It was 2 6s and a 5, but we didn't get it on camera.
But it's still alive on 1 wound.
Still alive.
Next, I'm going to shoot the stealth suits in here into the burst crawler. So you get 4 shots each with the burst cannons.
Hanging on with
hitting
1
on
wound.
3s. Rerolling 1s. But not 2s, because they moved.
That's 1 miss so far, 2 misses.
Strength 5, plus 1 to wound, so 4s. Just 3 at AP minus 1, because of advanced targeting systems.
Okay, looking for 4-up saves.
Fails 1, and a disgusting resilient.
Is it just 1 damage?
Yeah.
Come on, 5 or 6. Is a 2.
Does it
It's a
explode?
fail. Oh, let's find out. Okay, so the Plague Burst Crawler is destroyed and it explodes on a 6.
Is it a
5?
5?
It's actually a 5 or a 6. Yeah, on a 5+ it explodes.
Probably spend a command point then.
So yeah, as we just discussed, the command point spend.
No.
Oh my word. So it explodes and does D3 damage. Mortal wounds. So I'll go for the Hellbrute with the twin las cannon for 2 mortal wounds.
Got 2 disgusting resilience.
No, Hellbrutes don't get disgusting
Oh,
resilient.
That's not fun.
This guy next. Takes 3, of course. And the Foul Blightspawn. He takes 1, but he does get disgustingly resilient on a 5 or 6. No. Devastating. Okay, next up for the tower.
The
Riptide?
Riptide is going to fire. He is going to shoot. I can't work out whether to overcharge. Because 1s and 2s will do mortal wounds.
To you, yeah.
To me, yeah.
He's gonna
And I'm
shoot
only hitting on 5s.
at the fetid blowtron,
I'm
which is
re-rolling everything.
the only thing in range.
Do you know what? I'm not going to do it because I can't deal with taking the wounds. So,
So not overcharged.
not overcharged. Hitting on 5s and re-rolling everything because of Callion. So 5s.
Because of miasma of pestilence as well.
Only 1 hit so far and 5s. Yeah, I would have taken a mortal wound and not got anything out of it, so I'm glad I didn't overcharge.
Okay.
So hitting on a wounding, sorry, on a 3 because it's strength 8. So 1 wound, AP minus 4.
Okay, so through to my 5-up Invun demonic save. Yes.
And now the smart missile systems. Hitting on. I should have shot these at something else really. Hitting on 5s.
That's 2 hits, 3 hits.
Re-rolling.
That's not bad.
And it's toughness 6, wasn't it?
Toughness 7.
7, sorry. 5s and 6s. Just 2 at minus 2. Minus 1.
At minus 1, so looking for 4-ups.
Takes
Makes
1.
one.
Just 1 damage.
So disgustingly resilient.
No.
Nope.
Just
Loses
takes
a
1
wound. Down to 9.
Yeah.
Okay, so that wraps up the end of the Tau shooting phase.
Yep.
There's nothing in charge, is there? Nope.
No.
Assault range, and so there's no morale to take on my side because the only unit that took any wounds really was destroyed, apart from these guys caught in the disgusting explosion.
Yep, so I got 1 point for secure objective 3 and
Yep.
1 point for killing something with a unit that was still in my objective, in my deployment zone. And first strike, so 3 points.
Wow, 3 victory
I
points.
didn't get my hidden one.
Nope.
No.
So there you go. End of turn 1. 3 points to the Tau, 1 to the Death Guard. Okay, so for my tactical objective card, to add to my other 2, I will draw and hold the line. So that's gone in at 3. So that's a score of point if I've got 3 units in my own deployment phase at the end of the turn, which is Typhus, the Plaguecaster, and a unit of Poxwalkers.
Great.
So that's just points scored. Pat's one he chose from last turn of Disgusting Devotion still counts as the extra objective, which is the one where I get 7 disgustingly resilient rolls.
Yep.
Right, so what have I moved? I've moved up the Fetid Bloat Drone, so I'm going to try and get Death Begets Life again, which is where I've killed 7 models. This should be totally...
No prepared positions anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Hellbrutes have moved up. Foul Blightspawn behind them. This Plague Burst Crawler's moved up as well.
Yep.
So he's... I've got to get him involved now with the other one that's gone. And over the far side, everything is pushed forward. So really I'm just trying to manoeuvre everything to try and get into Pat and into his Tau army and stop him from shooting me. Hopefully. So that's the end of the movement phase. On to Psychics. First thing up, I'm going to cast Miasma of Pestilence from the Malignant Plague Caster.
Where's that going?
I'm going to cast that on my other Plague Burst Crawler.
Keep this one alive.
One to hit. Yeah, I've got to. Goes off on a 6. That goes off with an 8.
Great.
So he's got that. Next power will be Putrescent Vitality again from Typhus onto the Poxwalkers. Goes off on a 6 as well. So that goes off with a 7. That's the end of the Psychic phase. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Heavy Flamers on that Hellbrute there, which is just on the edge of 8 inches of these guys.
In the Fire Warriors?
Yeah, so it's 2d6 auto hits. Oh my word!
That's not great, is it? Oh, well, at least you got the right amount of dice.
So it's wounding on a 3, strength 5, another 1.
Any AP on that?
I think it's -1. -1 AP.
He's okay. I rolled a 6.
Ah, super. So I'll do the Fetid Bloat Drone.
And same target?
Yeah, so he's got 2 Plague Spewers.
Okay.
Each one is a d6 auto hits.
It's a bit better this time.
7, that's better.
Yeah.
Compared to whatever it was.
Oh, they can't be feeling too good right now.
So it's strength 6 weapon.
2 to wound then. They're only
2
plus
to
plus 3.
wound. Rerolling 1s because it's a plague weapon. So that's everything. AP is -1.
Okay, so 4 up goes to a 5 up.
Oh, Pat, my word.
So 1's dead.
That's 6 saves. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Right, okay, so I've got the...
Another Hellbrute?
Yeah, I'll do the other Hellbrute next.
Yep.
So he's a combi bolter, hitting on 3s.
All hit.
All hit. Wounding now on 3s. All wound. AP is 0 on that. So it's
Just a 4 up on them.
Nice, I like it.
Okay, and
The 2 last cannons?
Yeah. Oh, I should probably have declared them against the guys behind, never mind.
Yeah, no, that's okay. If you want to shoot them at the broad...
I don't think I can
stealth suits
see.
are -1 to hit.
Yeah, maybe the broadside then.
Yeah, broadsides at
That's
the back. Yeah,
Yeah,
go for it.
take pity on me of my rolling.
Yeah, okay. Force.
Hitting on a 3, I think.
Wounding on the 3? It's 4 because... oh yeah, no,
Oh.
they're not -1 to hit, sorry. You're right.
AP -3.
I'm going to... -3. I'm going to try and take this on a drone behind. So, Savior Protocols activate on a 2+. Spend a command point. Yep. The drone takes a mortal wound, which it can ignore on a 5. No, so that is 1 drone dead.
Right. Up next I'll do the combi bolter on the Chaos Lord. Shoot at these guys in the front rank. Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. That's 2 hits. 3s to wound. 1 wound.
4+. Okay.
He's okay. Next up I'll do the Rockhowl volley gun and the mortar on those front guys as well.
Okay.
So Rockhowl volley gun first, that's 3 shots, he's moved. So he's hitting on 5s. but rerolling ones because I need near the Lord. So that's 2 hits.
Not bad.
It's a strength 6 weapon, so winning on 2s.
Is it a plague weapon?
No.
No? Okay. And the AP on that is...
-2.
Okay, so 6 up save.
-2.
There's 1 more dead.
Okay.
Oh, that's a sergeant on the end. Okay, and now the mortar.
Yeah, for D6 shots, for 2. Hitting on 5s.
1 hit.
1 hit.
2s.
Wounding on 2s. Ah, it's a plague weapon. Arch Contaminator, so that's a wound.
So 1 wound, AP -2, 6 up save on the Fire Warrior. He's okay.
I'll go for the Rockhound volley gun against these guys at the front.
Yeah.
And the mortar as well.
Okay.
So hitting on
5s again.
5s again. Yep, rerolling 1s because of the Demon Prince. There's 2 1s. Nothing. And the mortar for D6 shots.
2.
Hitting on 5s. Rerolling 1. Hey!
You got a hit. 2s to wound.
Makes a wound.
And a 6+ save. No.
Oh, did your
There's
best.
1 more dead.
Shoot.
For the end of the shooting phase.
That's the end, yep, into the charge. Okay, so into the charge phase. I've declared a charge with my front hill brute into those first few guys there.
You didn't want to charge the second row because that all of a sudden ends up
bringing these guys in.
into play, yeah. So I'm going to greater good with the second rank, the stealth suits, Dark Strider, and the last guy over here. So I'll start with this one here. He's just going to fire a marker light on a 5. Hits, so re-rolling 1s against the Hellbrute. The others, I don't think I can get any more bonuses now for marker lights. They're all just going to fire their pulse weapons.
Yeah, there's no benefit from doing
any more marker lights, no. So
look at the 6s.
front row, 5s.
Oh, 5s, yeah.
Because of towel, and then 5s again. Nope. Next row, 10 shots. Rerolling 1s. Nothing there. That's annoying. Burst cannons. From the stealth suits. 5s. Rerolling 1s.
Oh, there's a few.
Okay, and then 5s and 6s. Nope. Nothing there. And Dark Strider. 1, 5s and 6s. 1, no AP.
Okay, so I'm looking for a 3 up. Number 4, saved.
Doesn't take anything.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. It looks
Right.
like about a 5'4" or 5-inch charge for that. 5-inch charge.
5 inches.
In.
Yep, with a 10.
Move him in.
Summit Wind. Got 4 attacks place, +1 for Hateful Assault. So hitting on 3s.
There's no
Three
-1
hits.
for the Power Fist or anything.
No,
No.
not on the Hellbrute.
Nice.
And he can wield it.
It's going to be pulverising on 2, surely.
Yeah, it's looking for 2s. It's a strength 12. So that's 3. AP's -3.
So they're just straight dead.
And
That's
3
it.
damage each.
So that's 3 dead fireworks.
And with that, we've got the end of the assault phase. We've got the 3 dead fire warriors, which means Pat the pile is up to
7.
Which
Exactly.
means I've finally achieved Death Begets Life for 1 victory point. And I've also achieved Hold the Line this turn, for having 3 units in my own objective zone or deployment zone. So there we have it. 2 victory points to the death card. No morale to take. So it's on to Tau, turn 2. Pat, what cards have you drawn?
I've drawn Supremacy, D3 victory points if you control 3 objective markers. Ambush, which is score 1 victory point if an enemy unit was destroyed, failed a morale test this turn, or failed a morale test this turn, or at least 3 it's D3, and then I've got a secret one as well. And Dave picked the destroyed 3 or 1 or 3 units.
That's the one that's
The
worth
extra
an
point.
extra victory point.
Yep.
And mine is still in play as well. Disgusting Devotions. If I can get another 7 Disgusting Resilience saves off. Okay, onto your movement.
Okay. First things first, my ethereal in the back here, the Warlord, is holding that objective at the moment, hasn't moved. It's going to cast Sense of Stone, which is everything within 6 inches, a Feel No Pain aura. Okay, so with that in mind, the Riptide is going to Nova Charge, taking a mortal wound, but increasing his invuln save to a 3+. But I can ignore that mortal wound on a 6+ because of Sense of Stone.
Okay.
No, so it takes 1 wound. Then Shadowsun is going to use Kao Yun again. She's her special ability to cast it twice a game instead of just once.
Yep.
So units that haven't moved within 6 inches can reroll all hits now.
All hits.
Okay. And then the Crisis Suits have moved up over here. They're out of range of drones. They're not going to get any drone saves, but at least now they can get into the game and target some stuff down here. So that's quite good. Over here, the Ghost Kills moved on to Objective 4.
Yep.
There. Annoyingly, the card I discarded last turn was Defend Objective 4.
Okay.
I moved the Ghost Kill onto there because I was thinking I'll get stuff on for Supremacy, but I've only got 2. And my plan initially was to drop the Commander down here, 9 inches away, and then move him on to Objective 2 with his Vector Manoeuvring Thrusters after he's fired to get Supremacy. But I think with all of this here, it's just throwing him away. So I think I'll use Vectored to move him back into cover after that instead.
Right.
Yeah, I'd rather have the model at this point in the game than the victory point. Shields have moved over to back up the Ghost Kill. And then in here, the unit of Fire Warriors that was consolidated into, we did the fighting off combat and didn't cause any wounds on the Dreadnought. But they can move back from combat and still fire because of the special character Dark Strider behind anyway. So that's alright. I don't think anything else has moved. Yeah, nothing else has moved at this point, so that's it.
Okay, on to your shooting.
This guy here is going to shoot a Markerlight into the Hellbrute.
Yep.
It hasn't moved, hitting on a 4. So,
Got one of them.
re-rolling 1s.
So it's down to 1. 1 mark point.
So 5 wounds. See if I can chip through it before committing anything else to it. So we'll shoot with the Fire Warriors. They can fall back and still shoot. Because of Dark Strider. So 10 shots, hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1s. And then wounding on 5. Strength 4 against toughness 7. So 3, no AP there.
So look at the 3 ups. Saved.
Next I'm going to shoot this unit up here.
Okay.
They've got 3 shots each into here. I'm going to overcharge them. 1s do mortal wounds. So hitting on 4s because they haven't got a +1 marker light. Next guy.
3 hits.
Next guy.
Oh, that's not bad.
And last guy.
Oh, 2 1s. Rerolling.
Yeah, so it takes 1 mortal wound. Luckily it's not kill like the Hellblasters, just die instantly, don't they?
Yeah.
They're terrible.
So one of those guys
takes a mortal wound.
Okay.
Wounding on 3s because it's strength 8.
Whoa.
Okay, so we have got 7 wounds at AP -2.
So AP -2.
So 5 up.
5 up. Save.
Anyway,
Yep. Make
that's
4
pretty
of
good.
those.
So it's 4, and it's D3 damage. So that's 5.
5. So that is
Does he explode?
him gone.
Probably on a 6, isn't it?
Yeah, let's check that. 6.
No.
No, not today. Only good when my units are near it. What's next to shoot, Pat?
Dark Strider is going to shoot into his marker light into the fetid blood drain.
Yep.
Hits on a 2. That's very, very annoying because that's a 1.
That's a 1.
I
missed.
don't really want to command point it.
No.
No, I don't want to command point it. I'll shoot one of the Cadra Fire Blades into it.
Okay.
Hitting on a 3, re-rolling Right, so he's got one marker light on
That's
there.
a marker light.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got one.
And Darkstrider's got an ability to give +1 to wound to a unit, so he's going to give it an infantry unit within 6, so he's going to give it to these stealth suits,
Okay.
and they're going to fire into the float drone. So that is going to be 12 shots, hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s.
A few in there.
Yeah, not
There's
great
a few
though.
for 3s.
Yeah, it was tough. Shot that, just the 4 there. Wounding on 4s because of the +1 to wound. So that
That's
is
not
4
bad.
wounds at least at -1.
Okay, so looking for my 4 up. Save one of them.
And 3 go through, discussing resilient.
5 plus. Saved one more, so that's
2 wounds down to 3.
Down to 3 wounds. Okay.
I'm going to spend a command point from a new Tau book, Psychic Awakening, to put a marker light on there, dropping me down to 3.
Okay.
Allowing me to reroll 1s.
Reroll 1s on the plague.
And then I'm going to shoot my last 2 Firesight Marksmen into it. -1 to hit, so hitting on 4s, but rerolling 1s. So that's 1 more.
So it goes up to 2, yeah?
Yep. And
2
then
mark lights.
I'm going to spend Uplinked Marker for an extra command point, dropping me down to 2. Allowing me to have D3 extra marker lights on there.
Uplinked marker.
Up to 4.
So you're getting there?
Yeah, but I've run out of marker lights now, I think.
Okay.
I've got 4 on there. Okay, so the commander is going to fire next. He has got 3 fusion weapons. Hitting on, I can't remember if he's got a 3 or a 2 ballistic skill.
He's looking sneaky.
He is, that's an extra sneaky. Yep, 2. So 3s.
3s to hit.
All hit. And it is strength 8, so
Toughness 8.
4s to wound. 2 wounds,
Okay.
-4 AP on that.
Okay, so 5 plus discuss invuln save. No.
And D6 damage.
Whoa. That's a 1 and a
and
4.
Command point on this one.
Okay.
So 8, disgustingly
Ooh.
resilience. Drop me down to 1 command point left.
So you've got 1 CP remaining. Looking for 5s and 6s. Disgustingly resilient.
Gets 1.
There's 2.
2.
Yep.
2. So 6 damage on that.
Wow. Okay, so he's
And-
fired his load.
And then Vectored Thrusters moves him back
And
under
then
here.
cheeky.
Keeping him alive. If I kept him there, or moved him this way, then I'd get Supremacy, but I want to keep him alive for a turn if I can.
That's very resilient of you.
Do you approve?
Not like these guys.
Do you approve?
I approve. Nurgle approves.
Ghost Kill's going to fire.
Who's he shooting at?
Everything into...
Right, you're going to try and see this one off.
Yeah, so 2 more fusion shots. Hitting on 5s this time. Rerolling 1s because of the marker line. Just the 1. Strength 8, so 4s to wound. It's a wound, -4.
So 5 plus demonic save. No.
And D6 damage on that.
4,
1.
1. So disgustingly resilient. No. He goes down another wound to 5.
Shadowsun's going to shoot everything into the bloat drone.
Okay.
So 2 high energy weapons, which is the new Shadowsun one. High energy fusion blasters.
Down there.
Yep, so she's got a ballistic skill of 2 and re-rolling 1s. Yep, and it is strength 8, so 3s to wound. So that is 2
Nice.
wounds, -4 for that.
Okay, so until my 5 plus demonic save makes 1.
D6 damage for just the 1.
1 disgustingly resilient save. Nope.
Down to 2.
2 wounds remaining.
Missile pod, 2 shots, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. Strength 7 against toughness 7, wasn't it?
Yep.
So 4s. Nothing there. And last one, the flechette launcher. 5 shots. Hitting on 2s. It's only strength 3, so 6s. Just 1. No AP.
So 3+. Saved.
Fine. That's the end of Shadowsun.
It's the end of Shadowsun.
Hopefully not, actually.
Did she bring her towel with her?
I'm going to do something terrible here and overcharge against a -1 unit here.
Okay.
So 5s. It's taken 2 so far and not hit at all. Rerolling 1s. 1 hit. 2 mortal wounds.
Okay.
Wounding on a 4. Nothing, no wounds there.
Just 2 for himself.
Yeah, that's it. 2 wounds on him.
Next up to fire is the Riptide.
He's got the new prototype weapon we were talking about before.
Ooh.
So it's always heavy D6 shots firing into the
Plague Burst Crawler. Okay.
Plague Burst Crawler, and then the missiles are going to go into the
Bloat drone.
So 6 shots into Plague Burst Crawler, hitting on 5s again because it's -1 to hit. Rerolling everything because of Carrion though.
Oh, that's not bad.
Okay, so 4 hits so far. It is strength. I think it's strength 8 still.
This prototype weapon.
Yeah, strength 9 with the prototype weapon.
Okay, so winning on 3s.
Yeah, which one is it? Amplified, sorry. And then 3 wounds at -4.
Okay, so 5+ invuln save makes 1.
And
2.
it does 3 plus D3 damage for 4 damage.
So disgustingly resilient rolls. None.
Down to 1 wound.
1 wound remaining.
8 shots from the missile pods into the drone.
To the bloat drone now, trying to finish him off.
4s. Rerolling everything. 5s and 6s to wound. Just the 1. -1 AP.
So 4+. Nope. And disgustingly resilient a 5.
Dropping it down to 1.
No, 1 wound left. So, after some discussion, Pat,
I'm getting greedy.
you're getting greedy.
Yeah, really
He
greedy.
wants these 2 things off the board.
I don't think I've killed anything yet, have I?
The Hellbrute.
The Hellbrute, okay. So I didn't realise I didn't shoot enough weapons with my broadsides last turn. They've got 2 of each missile pod each, but I don't think it really matters in the long run. I'm going to shoot 1 into this Hellbrute,
Okay.
1 into this bloat drone,
Right.
and 1 into this
Okay.
thing. So first one, we're going to shoot into the bloat drone. So
Yep.
8 shots from the high yield missile pods first, hitting on 4s, rerolling everything.
This is going to be devastating. I can feel it. He's only got 1 wound left.
Only strength 7, so 4s to wound. So just 2 wounds there. AP -2.
Okay, so looking for 5s.
And that goes through and does D3 damage
Okay.
for just the 1. So it's disgusting
1
resilient.
Disgusting resilient. No.
Does he explode? Is it on
I
a
think
4?
he might. Okay, so fetid bloat drone bursts in a spray of nurgly goodness on a 4+. No, not today. So he leaves the board.
Into the...
So this is the next.
Yep. 8 shots high yield.
Into the Hellbrute.
Hitting on 4s. Rerolling. Strength 7 against toughness 7.
Yep.
So 4s again to wound. Bit better this time. 5 wounds. AP -2.
Okay, so looking for 5 ups. No disgustingly resilient. Only make 1.
And then D3 damage.
He's a 5 wound model.
3, 4,
I think
5,
he's
6,
well
7,
and truly
8.
gone.
Does he explode?
Let's see. I think we're looking for a 5 or a 6 on this guy, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
So
5.
He doesn't explode, but he does sadly leave the board and takes his massive bell with him.
Okay, Pat's greediness continues.
The last Plague Burst Crawler with the last
1 wound.
broadside 5s, rerolling for Callion.
That's a lot of hits.
And then Sony Strength 7, so I need 5s and 6s because it's toughness 8. 1 at your invuln.
So 5 plus. No.
And it's D3 damage.
Oh,
3.
it's going to be tough.
3 Disgusting Resilience.
I need all 3. I've done it before, but not today. That is miserable.
Does it explode?
So this one is a 5 or a 6. Oh, there it is.
Command
That's
point.
exactly what I wanted, wasn't it? I'm going to have to command point that, am I? And what do you know?
Fine.
3. He's okay. Okay. Last bit of shooting from Pat.
Cadre Fireblades into the... Let's see the range, actually. If I've got range.
Measuring up.
30... Yes, good.
So going for the Plague Marines.
Plague Marines, yeah, I've got 2 really. It's the only thing I can damage. Are they toughness 5 now or not?
Yeah.
They are, aren't they? Well, it's either that. Yeah, I was trying to kill off some Plague Marines. So, Cadre Fireblades, Marker Light into Plague Marines first. So, looking for a 2+. He hasn't moved. So that's rerolling 1 over here.
Okay.
And then they're out of rapid fire range. So, first 5, but they're in range of Shadowsun for rerolling.
Just around there, yep.
So, 4s. And then 5s and 6s. 2 wounds, no AP on the Plague Marines.
Okay, looking for 3 up.
1
Makes
fails.
1 dies.
Disgusting Resilience.
Oh, yes. They're not very resilient
Makes
today.
1.
Oh, I made 1.
Finally.
It takes me up to 4 for the turn.
Might as well stop shooting at you. We can score a point.
I only need 3 more.
Yeah. Next round of Fire Warriors.
Oh, it's good.
5s and 6s. You actually want me to get these, don't you?
Well, I guess so. I'm not going to score points any other way.
1.
So 3 plus.
No.
No. Disgustingly resilient. 5 or 6.
No.
No.
Plague
That's a
Marine
dead
down.
Marine.
And last unit,
This guy.
I'm assuming, I don't know what happened, but one of them's dead somewhere, so I can't remember how he died.
He was one of my pathetic mortars.
2 wounds, no AP.
So 3 plus. Oh,
Fine.
both saved.
And that is the end of my shooting. On to, they don't take a morale. Supremacy I didn't achieve. Score 1 victory point. This one was killing enemy units, so I got D3 for that.
Okay, so
2.
for 2 victory
And
points.
plus the bonus one, so that gives me 3. And I'm going to discard my hidden one, which was making the Warlord defend objective 5, which would have been getting my ethereal over to there. So
Yeah,
rubbish.
rubbish. Okay, so that puts you on
6 to 3.
6 victory points to 3 at the end of turn 2. Right, Death Guard, turn 3. So, joining Disgusting Devotions, which I must remember to get rid of this turn. I've got Death March, which is a point for getting 3 of my units in the enemy's half of the board. And No Prisoners, which is 1 victory point for destroying a unit. If I can get more than 3, I get an extra D3. Or 3 or more. And Pat's placed a dice on that one, so that is the one that's worth an extra point. Thank you.
Try and make you not get rid of it at the end of the turn. Lure
Do
you
my
with an
best.
extra point.
Right, so these guys have slowly moved up. There's 2 units there in the tail half of the board. And over this side, Foul Blightspawn, he got a good advance. He's got in range of his hose now.
And he's got an assault weapon, hasn't he? So he can still shoot.
He can still shoot, and it's an auto hit.
Yeah, and that's -2 to hit at the moment, and he completely ignores that.
He ignored,
Yeah.
well, right weapon for the right job at some point in turn 3. Rest of these guys have all moved up, the Chaos Lord as well. Typhus slowly but surely getting there. And Yes, I've got 3 Death Shroud Terminators to place on the board, so I'll be doing that next. So the Death Shroud Terminators have arrived, teleported in front of the Plague Burst Crawler. I've got to get a charge off. I've got to try and destroy something to get some more of these points for these units. So they are looking like the most likely candidates at the moment. So hopefully I can get a charge off, maybe with a command reroll. So let's see what happens in the Psychic phase. Dave, remember to clip out the mortal wound saves.
He's taken 3 wounds. There's an FAQ.
So there's down to 5.
Yep.
Cool.
You've got to get no prisoners, haven't you? There's a 4-man unit here.
Yeah, so I'll put the Rock Hell Volley Gun into the 4-man unit then. And the mortar I'm going to put into... I think I'm too close to these guys when I measured up.
Within the minimum distance.
Yeah.
You're 10 inches away from all of these. You're further away from them because it's...
Yeah. But I think I'll go for those Fire Warriors down there. I'm going for the Fire Warriors because that's all I can kill.
Sometimes.
And sometimes. And
Pity.
it's nearly time to go home. So Rock Hell Volley Gun into that unit of 4. Hitting... I've moved him up. So I'm hitting on 5s.
Rerolling ones. Demon Prince.
That's 2 hits. Look at that. 2s to wound. It's strength 6.
AP -1?
-2.
Okay, so 6 up saves on those guys. 1 saves, 1's dead.
Alright.
They're happy to give their lives for the 5th sphere expansion for
The
the greater
fifth
good.
sphere?
Yes.
What happened to the 3rd and the 4th?
They've been mildly successful in those. They're...
Don't want to hear it, Pat.
Okay.
You're giving me a sphere headache. Right.
It's not propaganda.
Plague Burst Mortar. 1 shot. Classic.
It's going over here.
I'm shooting at that Fire Warriors over there.
Who are behind the building?
Yeah, so I've moved. So I'm hitting on a 5, re-rolling.
1s.
Re-rolling. It hits!
Hits.
Huzzah!
2.
2s, re-rolling 1s. So, does a wound.
-2.
-2 AP.
6 up, no. Another space communist.
Yes!
Yeah, now you're feeling the pain.
Oh, we're back, boys.
Don't call it a comeback.
Okay, so Plague Marines now. They've finally got out of bed and got their guns out. We've got 4 bolt guns going into those remaining 3 Fire Warriors, I think, from that unit. And 3 plasma guns. I'll put it into them as well because I don't trust the bolt guns to do the job. So 4 bolt guns hitting on 3s. That's 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. 3 wounds, Pat. AP 0.
4 ups. 1 more goes down.
1 goes down. Right.
That's why you didn't trust them.
That's why I didn't trust them. So now 3 plasma guns. Not overcharging.
Yeah.
And hitting on 3s again, re-rolling 1s because of the prints. It's 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. 2 wounds, Pat.
-3.
Yeah.
They go on.
Yes!
No prisoners.
I got a unit, and that is really important because that means I got another victory point.
Huzzah!
For no prisoners. That's right.
What's the range on the gauntlet guns?
About 6 inches.
Right.
She said.
And yeah, nobody's proud of that. So the Death Shroud have declared their charge. The Overwatch was...
They only declared charge against the Casual Fireblade and the first unit of Fire Warriors, so it didn't bring anything else into the fight. So it was only the other unit firers, the greater good. They didn't score any wounds at all, and so the Terminators are free to make a 9-inch
Tough as
charge.
smelly old boots, isn't they? Looking for a big 9, Dave.
It's a 6 and a 1. I'm going to have to command point
You've
reroll
got to,
that.
but the 6 is
Command point to
2/3,
6.
60% chance.
Command point to 6?
Yeah.
Right. So I need a 3 or more. It's a 6.
It's a 12.
It's a 12.
That's more than enough.
This could get you D3 victory points.
Woo!
Because that's a separate character.
Oh.
Okay, into the fight phase. Death Shroud. So I'm going to split their attacks. The champion and this guy is going to go into the 4 Fire Warriors.
Oh, it's 5 then, yeah.
5. Oh, 5.
They're all going to die then.
Yeah, he's going to take out the Fire Blade. So it's 3 attacks plus 1 Fateful Assault. So I'll do the first guy on the Fire Blade first. So I'm hitting on 3s. So that's 3 hits. It's a strength 5 plus 3 for the Man Reaper, which takes it up to an 8.
Man Reaper.
So wounding on 2s, it's a plague weapon, so re-rolling 1s. So that's 3 at AP minus 3, Pat.
Yeah.
He's removed from play.
D3 damage each.
Oh, if you roll 3 1s, you could die.
If I roll...
Could survive.
Okay.
You could survive, yeah. Okay.
If anyone's going to roll 3-1.
Oh.
It's Dave. He's on for...
Yeah.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Yeah, so he's cleaned off. There's Pat's nice bum.
He
Excellent.
has been reaped.
Reaped. Correct
Now-
But
spelling.
the secret of that is squats.
Good squatting.
Squats,
Deep
yeah.
squats.
Yeah.
Just do it every
Okay,
day.
so now the other 2 guys into the 5 fire warriors. So if I get this, then I'll get that
D3.
D3 victory points.
So you need this to come off.
I really
What are we
need
looking
this
for
to
to
come off.
hit?
3s to hit. There's a lot of 1s in there.
No re-rolls.
No
Who's to kill though?
re-rolls.
Surely.
Yep, so it's 2s to wound, re-rolling 1s.
Dead.
None. All AP minus 3, D3 wounds each. 5.
Wow.
They have
Wowee.
been reaped, and now I can consolidate into the...
You've got to get into those boys there.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, they're going to fight back actually. Don't know what they hit on. But probably that. Wound on
Toughness 5.
5s. 2 wounds. No AP.
So 2 plus saves for the cataphracti armour.
Yeah.
Save.
Surprise!
The tower.
Joshua!
Their fins were flapping on the armour. Useless. So, what does that do for victory points?
So at the end of that turn, that gives me 3 units killed for no prisoners.
D3.
Which is D3 victory points. Come on, I rolled a 1 on my last D3 earlier
Naturally.
in the game, so that is...
It's a 1.
And the other one I've achieved is Death March, which is getting 3 units into the enemy's half of the board. So I've got 2 victory points, putting me up to 5.
So it's currently 6 points to 5.
Yes.
There's still a game here.
Tau, turn 3.
I've
What are we doing, Pat?
drawn Supremacy, Overwhelming Firepower, and a Mystery card. Do you know which one you want to give me an extra point for?
Well, I think I'll go for the mystery.
Great.
Woo!
Movement. I moved the crisis suits down here.
Okay.
I might have to move a bit forward actually.
They're having a crisis.
We're actually having the best time. Everything else has stayed still over here. These fire warriors have moved out of combat over here.
Okay. Everything else has stayed still. That guy stayed still.
He has moved from here over onto this objective
Okay.
to try and get
So
supremacy.
you're going to shoot again and run away again.
I'm not actually this turn. I'm going to get the victory points for supremacy.
So you're going to stay on the objective. Wow, he's
Yeah.
brave.
I'm actually going to completely ignore as much of this as I can, and just focus on trying to whittle this down. I think.
Yeah. So you're running away from my slow-moving army. And
Jetpacks.
Okay, so the Ethereal is going to cast Sense of Stone, giving everything a 6+, feel no pain, and then the Riptide is going to Nova Charge, take a wound unless yours is 6 for Sense of Stone. No, giving him a 3+ in run, dropping him down to 13, 12 wounds now.
it's down to 12, but he's got 3+ inv.
Yeah, and the drones around him. So.
Don't worry, I won't shoot it anyway. Okay, Pat, so shooting phase.
Yeah, last command point to put Markalite on them straight away.
Okay, and I should also say at this point, at the end of my last turn, I got rid of that objective card
Yeah,
for
the
stacking up
disgusting
disgusting resilient
resilience on
rolls.
7s.
So, and,
This will be-
and just after I've done that, you're lighting up my poxwalkers.
So Dark Strider first. They got built-in -1 to hit.
No, they don't.
They
Not
don't
minus
have a
one to hit.
built-in. No.
But they are toughness 5.
Okay. Dark Strider on a 2 into them. Rerolling 1s because of the first Markalite.
Of course. Naturally.
Yeah, good. Another one.
Naturally.
Well, that's that out the window. 3 of the Kadra Fireblades into them, hitting on freeze. So that brings it up to 4 Markalites because they all hit. And this Shazwi hitting on a 4. With his marker light, yeah, bringing it up to a total of 5 marker lights on there.
Congratulations.
This unit here, overcharging their cyclic ion blasters into here.
Oh, that's a very sexy sounding gun.
Yeah.
To be using on a Poxwalker.
So first one, rerolling 1s. That misses. Next one, rerolling 1s.
Yeah. What are you looking for? 3s?
Yeah, because they're +1 to hit now. Next one.
Because of the 5th marker light.
Rerolling 1s.
That's the first one.
And last one. Rerolling 1s. Okay.
Not there.
So that is 7 hits. It is strength 8 on the overcharge. So I'm looking for 3 to wound. So that is 5 wounds at AP -2.
AP -2. Well, thankfully, Poxwalkers just have a t-shirt save
Okay.
of 7+, so it's straight through to disgustingly resilient.
Okay.
And this is the
D3
damage.
each. So first one takes 1.
Okay. 5 or 6. Yes.
Next one
I'm going to get 7
takes 1.
now. I'm going to get 7 now. No.
That's 1 dead.
Ooh.
Next one takes 3.
So, looking for 5s and 6s. Oh, nearly. He did
Another
his
one
best. Just a little bit squishy.
Next one, just the 1.
Okay, 5 or 6. Nope.
And the next one, or just the 1.
Just
Some low
one.
rolls on the D3
They
damage
were.
there.
Ah, and he survived. So
Yeah.
that's 3 dead Poxwalkers.
But you probably made.
And I could have got that objective, I reckon.
And yeah. Okay, so the Fire Warriors, rapid fire, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Looking for 5s and 6s to wound.
Yep, so now toughness 5.
So that is 4, no AP.
Oh,
So just discussing the resilience of them.
5 and 6s, of which I get 1.
So that's another 3 dead.
3 dead.
Okay.
Okay.
The Dark Strider is giving these stealth suits +1 to wound
Okay.
infantry units. So 4 shots each, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Quite a few 2s in there. Strength 5, toughness 5, +1 to wound 3s.
4. 3s, 4s normally. Yep.
5 at your disgusting resilient again.
Damage 1, so
Yeah.
5s and 6s. Oh, there's a few. Another 2.
There's that card you
Poxwalkers.
discarded.
Oh, for goodness sake. Pat!
What?
Oh.
Next up to shoot.
He actually, yeah, he's going to shoot everything into. No, he's not. No, he's not. Stop it. Smart missile systems from these guys into the Poxwalkers, and then the high yield missile system into the Terminators over there.
Okay.
It's a lot of shots. I'll do it off camera and try and get to the wound roll stage.
Okay, before we do that, did we talk about Cold Through Models' new awesome battle turret available on Kickstarter yet?
No,
Well, there you go. Check it out. Give it a quick brush.
I really like it actually.
Yeah, for some reason I put it facing the church, but you know, could have been placed there by heretics.
So I fired, what was it, 1624 smart missile systems into the Poxwalkers and killed 1.
One! And Dave's kicking himself. Why so?
Well, because I just got rid of that objective card,
Yes.
and I would have achieved it a long time ago.
Prepare thyself for comments.
Yeah.
So the missiles tides, the high yield, have gone into the Death Shrouds
Yeah.
and caused 6 wounds, was it? 6 wounds.
6 wounds.
At AP
yeah.
-2.
So looking for 4+. Oh, that's not very good.
Oh, you've
That's
struggled there.
5 go through, and they do D3 damage each.
Oh, man.
First one was 2 damage.
No, he's dead.
Next one, just 1.
He's lost 1 wound.
2 wounds. He's
So,
dead.
He's dead.
I got 2 more to go. 3.
He's
dead. That's the unit gone.
Gone.
This guy is going to shoot into him. Is he one of those flame spewing
Yes.
horrible? Yeah, he's dying. 3 shots hitting on 2s. Wounded on 2s. 3 at AP -4. You got an invuln?
No.
No?
Disgustingly resilient.
D6 damage.
Oh,
4, 7.
Just a casual 7.
It's not great actually.
he's a 4 wound model. Oh man, if I make a load of these and I could have got that objective, I'm going to be so pleased with myself. No, he's gone.
You've made loads of them.
Unit kill.
Now the smart missile systems.
Into the Poxwalkers again.
Yeah. 3s, rerolling 1s. 4 1s there. 4s to wound. Just the
Oh,
one.
you've struggled
Just
there.
the one damage.
Nope.
1 more dead.
Ghost kill, the last thing.
2 fusion blasters into this guy.
Now Blight Spawn.
And then the ion cannon into the
Poxwalkers.
Poxwalkers. So ion cannon first. 3s. 3s. I think it's D3 damage. Let me check.
Disgustingly resilient
One
save.
survives.
One.
So 3 are dead. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
2 remain.
2 fusion into him. 4s. And 2s. Oh, is he toughness 4 or 5?
Toughness 5.
3s. 2 -4 straight through. D6 damage. 4, 5.
He's got 3 wounds remaining. I need 3 disgustingly resilient saves. Oh, I make 2. It's not enough.
Goodbye, smelly death
Now
thing.
Blight Spawn.
Lovely model.
Thank you.
Lastly, Shadowsun, just in range of the last 2.
Oh.
Where's
Where's Shadowsun?
Just here, she's got a 24-inch range.
She's thick.
2 fusion, both hit. 2s to wound. 1 wound, which is D6. 4 on that one guy.
What's that? 4 disgustingly resilient saves.
Yes, please.
I'll make 2 of them. Is that one of the Poxwalkers?
Yeah, just 1. And light missile pod. And no. Oh, rerolling 1s on them. And then 3s to win because it's strength 7. Just 1. I think it's flat 1 damage. No, D3 on the missile pod. 2.
Nope. It's the last one. Did it with the last shot.
Nice. Shooting, Texas Pete. Is that the end of the shooting for you?
That is the end of the shooting phase.
What about the charge phase?
Or the psychic phase. I don't have it either.
Victory points. Patrick, what have you scored?
I killed 2 sloppity slop faces and the
Yes.
Poxwalkers, so for D3. What's the 1? Supremacy, I've got 1, 2, 3 for D3. For 2. And then hold the line. If you have at least 3 units completely within your deployment zone,
I think
get 1 plus 1, so 2. So 5 points that turn.
Oh, big
puts me
swing.
up to 11.
11 points to
5.
5. Okay, going into turn 4. So it's turn 4. Dave's drawn his cards.
Yeah, so I've drawn and I've picked out 3 that I can achieve, which is Assassinate and Blood and Guts, which would be the target of Typhus trying to take out Pat's commander.
Yes.
And the last one is Behind Enemy Lines, which I could probably do with the Demon Prince.
Yeah, going.
But that would put, if I scored those 3, and I'm not likely to get any of the D3, that
No.
would put me up to from 5 to 8
Yeah,
points.
and Pat would still have a massive lead on you.
He would,
So,
he would.
Gentlemen, I think you're going to call it a day.
Yeah.
Good
Pat,
game.
you annihilate me. Well done.
Strong
Good game.
castle against a slow
irresilient, I think is what we said last
Irresilient.
time.
Dave
Yeah.
seems to get to play me every time Games Workshop release a new codex. For
I'm surprised that Death Guard have been out since day one with their codex,
Yeah.
and long overdue. But
When are they due? More stuff. Have they had a Psychic Awakening yet?
no.
Right, well, fingers crossed that the
Don't
Death
rub
Guard
it
get
in.
something. Not, yeah, salt in the wound,
Yeah.
of which there are a lot.
Because-
of snotty wounds.
Yeah. I'm resisting Leviathans with Butcher Cannons because Forge World.
It's a bit gamey.
and-
We want to keep it themey, we want to keep it Death Guard. We're hoping the Death Guard get a strong narrative-driven boost in Psychic Awakening. But for now, it's a Tau victory. Pat, how do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, victory comes at a great cost, doesn't it? These potentially could have been allies, and now they're not.
Shut up!
The Tau's all about being friends with people, and it actually makes us sad.
Goddamn space cow commies!
We just want to eat your brains.
Yeah,
What's wrong with that?
We just
Let's be friends.
we just want to eat brains.
We're
Let's
just
be
hungry.
friends.
Let's be friends. Best friends.
Space friends.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.